Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This feels so weird even just starting to film this video, so I'm just going to get straight into the points of why I'm appearing on your YouTube right now. I'm Grace and I'm the founder of Sace Socials, which is a social media marketing agency, and we work with passionate entrepreneurs to build up their social media via the strategies based around personal branding. So I'm a massive advocate for personal branding, and it's genuinely why I think Sace has grown so much in less than a year. We're coming up to our first birthday at the end of February. We're a team of 4, so like a strong team of 2, so it's me and a social media assistant, and then we also have 2 others who help us on the content creation side of things. And we've just hit our first 5k sales months. We're doing really well, and it just felt like the right thing to now come on to YouTube as well, to help me build up my personal brand, if that's what I make our clients do. This is going to kind of be in the style of doing a get ready with me. So I've got my makeup bag ready, because I don't know about anyone else, but I have a whole drawer of makeup, and all I ever use is my makeup bag that I take from place to place. I'm going to do my makeup and just tell you a bit more about Sace. I put a Q&A box on my Instagram story, so I'm gonna get that up now and get answering your question. The first question is, why are you trying to balance a YouTube channel now as well? Now, for some people that might be like, all you're trying to do is build a business. I actually also do a degree apprenticeship at one of the largest FMCG businesses. There's a lot more going on in my life than just Sace. I feel like I've partially opened this question kind of in the start of this video, but I just think it's the key asset for the next level part of Sace's growth, is to have a personal branding. And I also really enjoy kind of sharing the behind the scenes of my life. Like, it's definitely not normal life. I'm very busy, I've got a big social life as well. I've got the best group of friends, really nice boyfriend, and all things like that. So it just felt like the right thing to share. This isn't going to be a sales channel for Sace, it's just going to be more of an insight and help other people do the same and kind of reach the level of success that Sace has had. How I'm going to balance it all, I don't know, because I'm already a very busy girl. I'm just going to try and post 2 videos a month, so nothing extravagant, is that the right word? There was quite a few questions about my degree apprenticeship as well, so let's start by answering them. The first one being, how did you secure your degree apprenticeship? Funnily enough, I think that all kind of goes back to my personal branding. So from that business aspect of like getting an apprenticeship, it was all via LinkedIn and kind of reaching out, showing up as being your true authentic self in interviews and stuff. Degree apprenticeships are super hard to secure, like annoyingly hard to secure. It's one of my pet peeves, to be honest. Creating a list on the ones you really want and that you're really passionate about, doing a lot of research into those businesses, and therefore kind of making your interview and your story and application like personal to them. And degree apprenticeships are really hard. Like, you only want a degree apprenticeship, in my opinion, I can see that it's exploded. You only want to apply for one and like get one if you genuinely really want it, because it's not a ride in the park. Like, in my opinion, it's probably the hardest route someone can go down after A-levels. I'm doing my makeup in such a weird order. I think it's because I'm not focusing at all about what I'm doing to my face. But the next question, still on about degree apprenticeships, is, do you ever feel like you're missing out on the normal uni life, or sometimes wish you did it? Different aspects of this question. I think I miss the things that most people wouldn't expect me, like you, to miss when you say uni life. I think the things that I kind of envy quite a lot is that independence you get living away from home, being forced into the big world by yourself. But then I feel like I do kind of have that anyway, because forcing myself to be independent in complete different other aspects, in terms of like building a business and like being a corporate girly in your teens, if that makes sense. And then I think I also miss out on kind of time to breathe a bit. I could be completely wrong, and I could be offending people at uni by saying that, but you know, like, I'm doing a degree at the moment in the exact same time I would be if I was at uni, and I'm fitting that in with a business and doing a full-time job. And I'm just like, if I was doing that at uni, I'd have a lot more time to myself to maybe find myself a bit more and put myself first, and more time to grow the business and stuff. Like, I think I'm in a really difficult position in my business at the moment, because it is going so well. Like, we're getting so many opportunities. It's gone so much better than I ever expected, and I'm just a bit like, I wish I had more time to put into it what I wanted. But then I'm really lucky that I've got such a good like team around me and group of girls and like group of friends, you know, for the emotional support of it. My best friend cracks me up. She's doing uni. I call her when I'm stressed about Sace work or stuff, and she'll be like, yeah, be my biggest supporter, and then she's like, but what does that actually mean? Or like she'll ask a stupid question about content. I'm like, absolutely love that, like you're giving me all this support and you have no idea what I do, but then I have no idea what she's doing around biomedicine at uni. So overall, to answer that question, is there's definitely aspects of it that I'm like, oh, that would be so nice to have. But as an overarching thing, like I know for a fact I definitely did the right decision for me. I think there's always going to be pros and cons to wherever you go. Just because this path's right for me, the uni path was right for my brother, and I just think that kind of summarises it, that it's genuinely down to the individual. Okay, going on to some more business questions now. How do you know when to step back from the business for a mini break to take care of you? Honestly, I find this really challenging. It's probably something I find the hardest, to step back and just breathe, because I was actually speaking about this in counselling the other day. I was like, I feel like Sace is my break. Like Sace is when I'm happiest and I just switch off and go into my own bubble. And it's that really weird balance of actually I have got to ensure that I am not just doing it full time, because I don't want that love for it and like passion for it to ever go. Like I'm in a journey with this, and I feel like my YouTube channel will hopefully guide me through when I know how to do it. I'm not a good speaker on this topic, and I recognise that, and I know there's a lot more work to be done, which I am working on. At the same time, like Sace is my happy place, so it does make it really difficult. The next one is like, how, if I am doing it, how do you do it? Like, I turn off notifications or not responding to clients or self-care. To be honest, I think my form of like turning off is doing things. Would never be like sitting in bed. It would be going out shopping with my friend, or going for a meal with my boyfriend, or to like tonight I'm going to cinema with my mum. Like, that's what I'm getting ready for now, and all things like that. On weekends, I don't respond to clients. Like I respond to clients in like the evenings and stuff in the week, and whatever I'm working on in the weekend is more the behind the scenes stuff of Sace. I also don't want to ruin like clients' weekends. Obviously when you're doing a degree apprenticeship and the majority of my work has to be on weekends, that's also really hard finding that balance. Moving on, I feel like these two go together. Someone said, is everyone around you supportive? And then how do you balance healthy relationships with degree apprenticeship stress and Sace stress? Everyone around me is so supportive. I can't even explain it. Like half the people around me have no idea what I'm doing, because it is kind of so niche, especially to like the older generation. But they're all like my biggest supporters. Like my nana and grandma's from my email marketing list, for example. They have no idea what they're reading when social media updates come through, but do you know what I mean? They're there for it. Same with my parents. My boyfriend's really supportive. All my friends are really supportive, and like random people are really supportive. Like I didn't realise this many people knew about Sace, but go out on a night out and like people just can't like, how's Sace? And I'm like, how do you know Sace? Like, how do you even know the name? So honestly, like everyone is so much more supportive than I ever expected anyone would be for someone just trying to start up a business, if that makes sense. I never like my makeup when I put lip gloss on. Like I feel like I've just ruined that whole face. And then how do I balance it? I think again I do struggle with this when I'm around those people. It is to try and log off. It's a lot easier to balance it with people like my boyfriend and my friends. Maybe not some of them. One of my really good friends like helps me with Sace quite a lot, so I struggle with it with her because I just find myself telling her things about it. She's so supportive around that. My boyfriend and like my other friends don't really know what goes on with it, so it's a lot easier to switch off. But I think with my family, because they're around me the whole time and they're seeing me working, and like my mum, I always say, is like my business coach and stuff, like she's phenomenal in the business industry and things. So I do find it a lot more difficult. It's just learning. Like I've been a business owner for less than a year now. Like I'm allowing myself to feel it and like understand everything to do with it, the pros and the cons. There's two more questions which I'm just going to combine into one. One of them is what made you want to start a business, and the second one is what advice would you give to someone wanting to start a business? In terms of me wanting and like knowing to start Sace, I think I've always said I wanted to be a business owner and I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I was younger, I was going to have my own dance. As I grew up, it turned into wanting to be a business owner. I never knew what it would be, and I had lots of random ideas, but I never jumped into it. And I feel like when people do just like see a successful business and they jump into it, like you're never going to be that successful with it because you haven't built up that passion around it. I see it with so many people going into social media marketing business. So yeah, like I was desperate, like hungry to start a business for at least a year, until I finally built down that I want to go down the marketing route and I want it to kind of be agency style and all things like this. And then I just built it up that it was going to be a social media marketing agency. I then waited like 3 months to find the right name. Sace was not a rush whatsoever. Really important. And I guess that kind of also links into them with what my advice would be if you want to start a business, is just really know it's the right thing for you and have all the prep work done prior. You never are going to have all the prep work done prior, because when you're a business owner, like, everything that happens in your business is a learning curve. Like, you know, the goods, the bads, everything teaches you something. So you're never going to start this business and it's going to have like, that strategy is going to be the strategy that gets you to 6 figures, for example. First strategy I had is what got me to 4 figures. The next strategy I've had is what's now got me to 5 figures, and like things like this. You constantly change and stuff. I think it's just really knowing that it's the right thing and that you see it growing and you see you loving it and being passionate about it. Also got to have a USP as well, which is what ours is all about. Personal branding. Our USP also links quite a lot around me, and I think that's a good thing also to link into, is how can you be your USP. I had a really good one-to-one actually with a really good industry coach, Alexa Wilkins. Another coach I had in that, who's like my ongoing coach, is Ellie from Stalk Sace. All of them has said, like, you've got to build on the fact that you're 19 and that you've got this, because that is your USP, because not many people are like that. I never thought about that because I was always like, oh, just can't be around me. That's everything for the Q&A. Get ready with me. You will probably be getting like videos around twice a month. Don't hold me to it. Coming up to November and December, there's a lot of exciting things coming, so I think it'll be easier around these months. Expect to see more about me, like lifestyle, corporate life, business life, and all things like that. Hopefully just a really fun channel. But thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it and I hope you look forward to seeing videos in the future. But yeah, thanks, bye.